So, Russia's President Dmitry Medvedev is on a working trip to meet the Italian Prime Minister. In Rome, Silvio Berlusconi agreed to promote Russia's South Stream pipeline and welcomed Moscow's suggestion for a new European security agreement. Let's get the latest live from RT. RT's correspondent Ekaterina Grachova. Hello there, Ekaterina. So, what came out of today's meeting?
Well, it was a very fruitful meeting. Some 18 agreements have been signed between the two sides, and they ranged from cultural exchange agreements to some major energy deals, just like you said, this South Stream gas pipeline from Russia to Europe. It seems that Dmitry Medvedev was very upbeat during the press conference and very pleased with the fact that Italian journalists were very curious not only about relations between the two countries but also about some domestic affairs in Russia. Well, in particular, they asked about presidential election in 2012. They asked whether Russian president will run with the prime minister and if it will be a neck-to-neck race. To what Dmitry Medvedev said that it all, after all, depends on people, and he does not exclude such a possibility. Here's what he said. Let's take a listen.
Prime Minister Putin said he does not exclude such a possibility. I don't exclude it either. As we all mentioned, we're close friends. We understand each other and work together well. We won't elbow each other out of the way, but we will make a decision that will be good for our country.
At the press conference, Dmitry Medvedev also spoke about global security. We know that recently he had sent a draft of a new treaty on European security to foreign leaders and to international organizations. One of the key points of this new European security architecture treaty is that from now on, every partner to the treaty considers an attack against another partner on the treaty as a direct threat to its own security, and that no countries which are members of this agreement can take part in actions which can jeopardize security in partner states, and also that they do not allow the use of their territory for the purpose of attacking other parties to this treaty. Dmitry Medvedev first came up with the idea of this new European security architecture agreement back in autumn last year after military invasion of Georgia in South Ossetia, and since then Moscow has been promoting the idea of the new agreement. Silvio Berlusconi, Italian Prime Minister, seemed to have agreed with the fact that the current security system in Europe is outdated and needs to be replaced with a new one. Here's what he said.
President Medvedev sent me a letter, rather detailed, and I valued it very much, concerning the European security, which reflects a new vision of the North Atlantic space. We assess this initiative as very high. Thank you.
Very good. So what's next?
Well, generally speaking, the flurry of agreements signed today is further proof that relations between the two countries is not just about a photo call, but that it's about true business. Both Silvio Berlusconi and Russian President Dmitry Medvedev in particular promised there will be no delays in constructing and building the South Stream pipeline project, an ambitious project which will deliver gas directly from Russia's Siberia to Europe. And Silvio Berlusconi stressed today that it's not about business between the two countries. We know that the main shareholders are Russia's Gazprom and Italy's Eni, but it's about providing security, guaranteeing security for the whole of the European continent. He said that the project will finally let European consumers receive Russian gas without transit countries involved. He didn't even hesitate to name those countries. He was talking about Ukraine specifically.
All right, Ekaterina Grachova
and
reporting there.
It's also worth mentioning that Russian President Dmitry Medvedev will finish his today's visit with meeting Pope Benedict XVI in the Vatican, and Italian journalists who are known for their good sense of humor have already said that all political leaders in your country, guys, split their functions very well. While the Prime Minister is talking to people, we know that Vladimir Putin has just finished a live call-in show in Moscow. Your president is talking to God. We don't know how long this visit to the Vatican will last, but we hope some major agreements will be signed also between Russia and the State of the Vatican today.
All right, Katerina, we'll talk to you later. Thank you very much indeed. Ekaterina Grachova, live from Rome.